Okay, so I need to ask you something before we even get started. When was the last time you walked into a modern superstore, spent $50 on cleaning products, pest sprays, fabric softeners, deodorizers, and weed killers, then came home and still felt like something was missing? Now imagine instead you reach for one single bottle that costs about $2 and it handled every single one of those jobs better than anything you just bought. That bottle is vinegar, and nobody on earth understands this better than the Amish. The Amish have been living off the land and away from the noise of modern convenience for generations. They do not rely on synthetic chemicals or mass-produced solutions. They rely on what works, what lasts, and what costs almost nothing. Vinegar has been a cornerstone of Amish homesteads for over 2 centuries. These are not trendy internet hacks. These are field-tested, generationally passed down, genuinely clever uses that actual Amish households depend on every single day. We are counting down all 43 of them today, from the mildly impressive to the ones that are going to make you stop the video and run to your kitchen right now. So stay with me because some of these near the top of the countdown are genuinely going to blow your mind. Let us go. Number 43. Rust removal from garden tools. In Amish farmsteads, rusty tools never get thrown away. Fill a bucket or deep container with enough white vinegar to fully submerge your rusty tools. Leave them soaking overnight. The acetic acid in the vinegar chemically reacts with iron oxide, which is what rust actually is, breaking those bonds apart. The next morning, scrub with steel wool, rinse completely, dry thoroughly, and finish by rubbing a thin coat of vegetable oil over the metal. That oil layer creates a moisture barrier that slows future rusting. For tools you can't submerge, wrap them tightly in a vinegar-soaked rag and leave for several hours. Number 42. Extend the life of cut flowers. Fresh wildflowers from Amish meadows can wilt fast once cut. Add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and 1 tablespoon of sugar to a quart of water in your vase. Stir well before adding stems. The vinegar kills stem-clogging bacteria, while the sugar feeds the flowers from the inside out. Trim stems at an angle before placing them in the vase, and change the solution every 2 days with fresh trims each time. Keep your bouquet away from direct sunlight and heat vents. Number 41. Remove sticky adhesive residue. Jar labels, tape marks, and sticker gunk come right off with white vinegar. Soak a cloth fully in undiluted white vinegar and press it flat against the sticky area for at least 5 minutes. The acetic acid weakens the adhesive bond, making it easy to wipe away without scratching the surface. For thicker glue, warm the vinegar slightly first to boost its penetrating power. You can also follow with a light baking soda scrub for any remaining residue. Safe for glass, plastic, and metal. Number 40. Brighten laundry without bleach. Amish families pour 1 full cup of white vinegar directly into the rinse cycle compartment of the washing machine. As the final rinse runs, the acidity neutralizes leftover detergent alkalinity, strips away mineral deposits from hard water, and restores fabric brightness. Colors look more vivid, whites look cleaner, and everything comes out feeling lighter. For hand-washed items, add a generous splash to your rinse basin and soak garments for about 10 minutes before wringing and hanging. Number 39. Eliminate bathroom soap scum. That cloudy, grimy buildup on tubs and shower glass is caused by soap mixing with hard water minerals. Spray undiluted white vinegar directly onto the affected surfaces and let it sit for a full 15 minutes without wiping. The acid dissolves both the soap residue and the mineral deposits simultaneously. Then wipe with a damp sponge. For tougher buildup, dip your sponge in baking soda before scrubbing. Rinse with warm water and repeat weekly to keep scum from returning. Number 38. Restore shine to faucets and fixtures. Hard water leaves chalky white spots on faucets that regular wiping never fully removes. Soak a cloth in white vinegar and wrap it snugly around the faucet. Leave it there for 10 minutes. When you unwrap it, the mineral scale has loosened and wipes right off with a dry rag. Use an old toothbrush dipped in vinegar to get into tight spaces around the base or handles. Finish with a dry, soft towel buff for a mirror-like shine. Number 37. Remove berry stains from hands. During harvest season on Amish homesteads, stained hands are a daily reality. Pour white vinegar into a small bowl and soak your hands for 2 to 3 minutes, gently rubbing your fingers together. The acetic acid breaks down the pigment compounds in berries, releasing them from skin. Follow with soap and warm water. For fingers with staining under the nails, add a pinch of salt to the bowl before soaking for gentle abrasive action. Number 36. Fruit fly trap. Keep a jar filled with 3 tablespoons of white vinegar and 1 drop of dish soap near your fruit bowl. Cover the opening with plastic wrap and poke several small holes through it. Fruit flies are irresistibly attracted to the vinegar smell and enter through the holes. The dish soap breaks surface tension so they can't escape. Replace the mixture every few days. Place additional traps near sink drains and compost pails during warm months. Number 35. Treat stubborn warts. This old Amish remedy uses the mild acidic power of white vinegar to break down wart tissue gradually. Dip a cotton ball in undiluted white vinegar, press it firmly against the wart, and secure with a bandage. Leave it on overnight. The acid works on the tough outer layers of skin that protect the wart. Repeat nightly for at least a week. Some tingling is normal, but if skin becomes overly irritated, take a day or 2 off before continuing. Number 34. Soothe sunburned skin. After long days working outdoors, Amish families mix equal parts white vinegar and cool water. Soak a soft cloth in the mixture and gently pat it over sunburned skin. Vinegar helps restore the skin's natural acid balance, which sun damage disrupts, and its anti-inflammatory properties calm the heat and redness. Let the solution air dry on your skin. For larger areas of sunburn, add 2 cups of white vinegar to a lukewarm bath and soak for 15 minutes. Never apply to broken or blistered skin. Number 33. Relieve bug bite itch instantly. Keep a small bottle of white vinegar in your garden apron pocket. When a bug bites, moisten a cotton ball with vinegar and hold it firmly on the bite for about 60 seconds. The acid neutralizes the alkaline compounds in insect saliva that cause itching and swelling. For multiple bites, dilute vinegar slightly with cool water and pat across the skin. Reapply every few hours as needed throughout the day. Number 32. Clean cast iron skillets. Amish cast iron skillets get passed down through generations, and vinegar keeps them cooking perfectly. Pour a small splash of white vinegar into a cooled pan with stuck-on food. Let it sit for just 2 to 3 minutes, nothing longer. Then add coarse salt and scrub with a stiff brush or cloth. The acid loosens cooked on debris, while the salt acts as a gentle abrasive. Rinse immediately with warm water, dry the pan completely on the stovetop over low heat, and coat lightly with cooking oil. Number 31. Bake Amish vinegar pie. When lemons were unavailable in Amish communities, resourceful cooks made vinegar pie. Whisk together 3 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, and 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. Pour into an unbaked pie shell. Bake at 350 degrees until the custard sets firmly and turns golden on top. The vinegar reacts with the eggs and sugar to create a tangy, sweet custard reminiscent of lemon curd. Cool completely before slicing and dust with nutmeg. Number 30. Prepare canning lids properly. Before canning season begins in any Amish household, lids get a vinegar bath. Place new or reusable lids in a bowl of warm water with a generous splash of white vinegar for 10 minutes. This removes manufacturing residue, mineral spots, and any lingering smells that could affect the seal or flavor of your preserved goods. Rinse with clean water and dry with a soft cloth. Properly prepared lids seal more reliably, which means safer preserved food through the entire winter. Number 29. Daily Digestive Health Tonic. Many Amish families start each morning by stirring 1 tablespoon of white vinegar into a full glass of warm water, along with a spoonful of honey. Acetic acid stimulates digestive enzymes and supports gut health when taken consistently before eating. Sip it slowly on an empty stomach. If you're sensitive, start with half a tablespoon and work up gradually. Adding a pinch of cinnamon gives it a warming quality and adds its own wellness benefits. Number 28. Deep clean terracotta clay pots. Salt deposits and mineral rings accumulate on clay pots over time and can harm plant roots. Mix 1 part white vinegar with 3 parts warm water in a large tub and submerge your empty pots completely. Let them soak for at least 30 minutes, then scrub with a stiff brush. Rinse thoroughly and let pots air dry fully upside down before reusing. This restores the natural porosity of clay that allows roots to breathe properly. Number 27. Gargle for sore throat comfort. Amish home medicine cabinets have always included white vinegar for cold season. Stir 1 tablespoon of white vinegar and half a teaspoon of salt into a cup of warm water. Gargle for 30 seconds, then spit. Repeat every few hours throughout the day. The acidic environment makes the throat less hospitable to bacteria. Adding a drizzle of honey to the mix soothes irritated tissue further. Do not swallow the gargle mixture and stop if any irritation worsens. Number 26. Mop floors to a streak-free shine. Amish homemakers mix half a cup of white vinegar into 1 full gallon of warm water for mopping. This ratio effectively cuts through grease, dissolves ground-in dirt, and eliminates odors without leaving any residue behind. Works beautifully on tile, linoleum, and sealed hardwood. For particularly sticky patches, pour undiluted vinegar on the spot and let it sit for a minute before mopping over it. Open windows while mopping for faster drying. Number 25. Freshen the toilet bowl naturally. Pour 1 full cup of white vinegar into the toilet bowl and walk away for 30 minutes without flushing. The acid slowly dissolves mineral rings, breaks down bacteria colonies, and neutralizes odors. After 30 minutes, scrub with the toilet brush, paying special attention to under the rim. Flush clean. For stubborn mineral buildup, warm the vinegar first or sprinkle baking soda into the bowl after the vinegar for a fizzing, deep clean action. Number 24. Wash produce from garden and market. Amish families fill a basin with cold water and add a 1/4 cup of white vinegar before washing all their vegetables. Submerge produce and swish gently for a few minutes. The acidity strips away surface residues and kills bacteria sitting on the skin of tomatoes, cucumbers, greens, and berries. Rinse everything under fresh running water and pat dry. For root vegetables, use a scrub brush while soaking for extra cleaning power. Number 23. Clean windows and mirrors without streaks. Combine equal parts white vinegar and water in a clean spray bottle. Mist onto glass surfaces and immediately wipe with newspaper or a lint-free microfiber cloth using circular motions. Vinegar cuts through greasy fingerprints, hairspray residue, and hard water spots in seconds. For dirty window tracks, use a toothbrush dipped in undiluted vinegar to scrub the grooves before wiping the glass itself. Number 22. Make a quick buttermilk substitute. Amish cooks never run to the store for buttermilk. Measure exactly 1 tablespoon of white vinegar into a measuring cup. Then pour in regular milk until it reaches the 1 cup line. Let the mixture stand at room temperature for 5 full minutes without stirring. The acid curdles the milk protein slightly and creates the exact tangy thickness that buttermilk provides in baking recipes. Use immediately in pancakes, biscuits, cornbread, or salad dressings. Number 21. Kill weeds naturally. On a hot sunny day, take your bottle of undiluted white vinegar straight to those stubborn weeds growing through cracks in your walkway or along the garden fence. Pour it directly onto the leaves and base of each weed. The concentrated acetic acid draws moisture out of the plant, causing it to wilt and die within 1 to 2 days. For tougher weeds, mix in a small amount of salt and a squirt of dish soap to help the solution cling to the leaves. Apply carefully and avoid your garden crops. Repeat after rain. Number 20. Tenderize tough meat with a vinegar marinade. Mix equal parts white vinegar and cooking oil, then add your choice of dried herbs, garlic, and pepper. Submerge tougher cuts of beef, pork, or poultry in the marinade and refrigerate for up to 24 hours. The acetic acid slowly breaks down muscle protein fibers, which makes the meat more tender while allowing the flavors to penetrate deeply. Always pat meat dry before searing so you get proper browning. Boil any leftover marinade before using as a sauce. Number 19. Neutralize trash can odors permanently. Empty your kitchen trash can completely and pour 1 cup of white vinegar inside, swirling it around to coat all interior surfaces, including the bottom and lower sides. Let it sit undisturbed for 10 minutes before rinsing and air drying. The acetic acid kills the odor-producing bacteria living on the plastic, rather than just masking the smell. After drying, sprinkle baking soda in the bottom under the new liner for continuous freshness between cleanings. Number 18. Preserve stored potatoes through winter. In Amish root cellars, potatoes stay fresh longer using this simple trick. Dilute 1 part white vinegar with 3 parts water and dampen a clean cloth with the solution. Wipe each potato individually all over its skin, then let every potato air dry completely before placing them in storage. The vinegar kills surface mold spores and bacteria that trigger early sprouting and rot. Store in a cool, dark, well-ventilated space and repeat the wiping process if eyes begin forming. Number 17. Lower soil pH for acid-loving plants. Blueberry bushes, azaleas, and certain vegetable plants thrive in slightly acidic soil. Amish growers mix 1 cup of white vinegar into 1 full gallon of water and pour it slowly around the base of acid-loving plants, keeping it away from leaves and stems. The diluted acid gradually adjusts the soil chemistry, improving how well plant roots can access nutrients. Test soil pH before repeating applications. Pair with organic mulch like pine needles to maintain acidity between treatments. Number 16. Rescue dried out paintbrushes. Heat white vinegar in a small saucepan until it steams but does not boil. Place stiff bristle brushes in the hot vinegar and allow them to soak for 30 minutes. The heat-activated acetic acid dissolves and softens dried paint bonds clinging to the bristles. After soaking, gently work the bristles back and forth with your fingers. Rinse under warm running water and comb through with a fine-tooth comb to remove remaining residue. Wash with mild dish soap and air dry flat. Number 15. Spray counters and cutting boards clean. Mix white vinegar and water in equal parts inside a spray bottle and keep it on your counter permanently. Spritz every surface after cooking, including cutting boards, tables, and prep areas. Vinegar dissolves grease, lifts food residue, and kills common bacteria without leaving chemical traces near your food. For stubborn, sticky patches, let the spray sit for a full minute before wiping. Avoid using this spray on marble or granite because the acid can etch natural stone surfaces. Number 14. Foot soak for tired, rough, smelly feet. After a long day, working fields or standing on hard floors, fill a basin with comfortably warm water and stir in 1 full cup of white vinegar. Soak both feet for 15 to 20 minutes. The acetic acid softens tough calluses and dead skin, kills odor-causing bacteria living between toes and on the soles, and leaves feet feeling refreshed and noticeably smoother. After soaking, use a pumice stone on rough spots. Rinse feet with clean water, dry them thoroughly, and apply a rich moisturizer. Repeat weekly for best results. Number 13. Soften rough laundry naturally. If your towels or work clothes come out feeling stiff and scratchy, pour half a cup of white vinegar into the fabric softener dispenser before every wash. During the rinse cycle, vinegar neutralizes the mineral buildup that hard water deposits inside fabric fibers and strips away excess soap residue that stiffens cloth. Clothes emerge genuinely softer, free from synthetic fragrance, and with noticeably reduced static cling. Adding a few drops of your favorite essential oil to the compartment gives laundry a subtle natural scent. Number 12. Perfect poached eggs every time. Amish cooks add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar to a pot of gently simmering water before cracking in the eggs. The acidity speeds up the coagulation of egg whites so they firm up instantly around the yolk instead of dispersing into feathery threads throughout the water. Lower each egg in carefully using a small cup and cook until whites are just fully set, but yolk remains soft. Vinegar leaves zero taste in the finished egg, but makes the presentation look perfectly formed. Number 11. Repel ants from doorways and baseboards. Ants communicate and navigate using chemical scent trails. Fill a spray bottle with undiluted white vinegar and spray along every area where ants enter your home, including door thresholds, windowsills, and baseboards. The strong acidic scent completely disrupts those trails and discourages ants from continuing their path. Wipe down surfaces with a vinegar-soaked cloth for heavier activity. For outdoor anthills, pour a full cup directly onto the mound. Reapply daily until trails disappear completely. Number 10. Safe and proper Amish-style canning. White vinegar with a minimum acidity of 5% is essential for safe home canning. Combine vinegar with water, salt, and sugar according to your specific recipe for pickles, green beans, or beets. Bring the brine to a boil, then ladle it hot over vegetables packed tightly into sterilized glass jars. Seal and process in a boiling water bath for the time your recipe specifies. Proper vinegar concentration prevents bacterial growth and ensures your pantry stores remain safe through the entire year. Number 9. Release clothing wrinkles without ironing. Fill a spray bottle with half white vinegar and half water. Hold it about 6 inches from wrinkled fabric and mist evenly across the surface. Then use your hands to pull the fabric taut, smoothing out the creases firmly. Hang the garment immediately and let it air dry for about 10 minutes. Vinegar relaxes the molecular structure of the fibers, allowing wrinkles to fall out naturally as the fabric dries. Works well on cotton, linen, and lightweight blends. Number 8. Eliminate underarm odor from clothing for good. Yellow armpit stains and lingering deodorant smell in shirts are no match for white vinegar. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water and pour it directly onto underarm areas. Let the solution soak into the fabric for a full 30 minutes before washing normally. The acetic acid dissolves the waxy deodorant compounds that bond to fabric and cause yellowing, while simultaneously neutralizing the bacteria responsible for odor. For set-in stains, apply the soak and then sprinkle baking soda on top before scrubbing lightly with a brush and laundering as usual. Number 7. Clean the oven without toxic fumes. Remove your oven racks and spray the entire interior surface generously with undiluted white vinegar, coating the walls, bottom, and door glass completely. Let it sit for 20 minutes, then scrub with a damp brush or sponge. For heavy baked-on grease, first sprinkle baking soda across the oven bottom. Then spray vinegar over it so the mixture fizzes and lifts stubborn residue. Wipe everything clean with a damp cloth. Rinse, and let the oven air out with the door open. No toxic chemical fumes, no residue. Completely safe near food. Number 6. Kill mildew on walls and bathroom surfaces. Mildew thrives in damp Amish spring houses and modern bathrooms alike. Spray full-strength white vinegar directly onto all mildewed surfaces, including grout, tile, shower curtains, and walls. Do not wipe it away immediately. Let the vinegar sit undisturbed for a full hour so the acetic acid has time to penetrate and kill mildew spores at the root rather than just on the surface. Scrub with a stiff brush, then rinse with warm water. Run a fan or open windows to dry the area quickly. Repeat monthly to prevent regrowth in high moisture spaces. Number 5. Descale and clean your coffee maker. Mineral deposits from hard water build up inside coffee makers and make coffee taste increasingly bitter over time. Mix equal parts white vinegar and plain water. Pour it into the reservoir and run a complete brewing cycle. Then let the machine sit for 30 minutes before running 2 full cycles of plain, clean water to flush every trace of vinegar away. Wipe the carafe, filter basket, and exterior with a vinegar-dampened cloth. Do this once monthly, and your coffee will taste noticeably cleaner and brighter. Number 4. Treat sweat stains and yellowed collars. Sweat stains appear when body salts and deodorant residue soak into fabric fibers over time. Make a solution of equal parts white vinegar and water and pour it directly over the stained area. Let it soak for at least 30 minutes before putting the garment in the wash. For really stubborn or old stains, Press the soaked area with your knuckles to work the solution deeper into the fibers, then follow with a baking soda paste and a light scrubbing before laundering. Hang garments in direct sunlight after washing for additional natural brightening. Number 3. Preserve and cure meat the old Amish way. Long before electricity powered refrigerators, Amish families used vinegar to safely preserve meat through difficult seasons. Slice meat into thin, even strips and submerge them in a strong brine made of equal parts white vinegar and heavily salted water. The acid combined with salt creates an environment that prevents bacterial growth from taking hold. Leave strips submerged for several hours, then remove and hang them to dry thoroughly in a ventilated area until fully cured. The process adds a pleasant, tangy depth to the flavor alongside impressive preservation. Number 2. Remove mold and odor from forgotten containers. Amish kitchen storage means jars and containers sometimes develop musty smells or faint mold when stored between seasons. Pour enough undiluted white vinegar into the container to coat the inside surfaces fully. Seal the lid and shake vigorously for 30 seconds, then let it soak for a full hour. The acid kills mold spores and breaks down the organic compounds causing the smell. Rinse with hot water, then leave the container open and upside down to air dry completely before returning it to the pantry shelf. And we have finally reached number 1, the ultimate Amish white vinegar hack. Use it as your daily all-purpose household cleaner for everything. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a large spray bottle and use it every single day on nearly every surface in your home. Counters, appliances, bathroom fixtures, floors, windows, fabric, tools, skin, and garden alike. The reason this is number 1 is not because it is the most dramatic single hack, but because it replaces dozens of expensive specialized products with one inexpensive, safe, effective, and completely natural solution. The Amish did not compartmentalize cleaning into separate products for each problem. They used what worked everywhere. White vinegar works. That is why it has been the backbone of Amish household management for generations, and why every single person watching this should have multiple bottles of it within arm's reach right now. Go grab yours and start using it today.